Yes, hello and welcome everyone. So, we are here to discuss the significance of NCERTs. Why are NCERTs significant? And why do mentors generally tend to focus a lot on NCERTs? Why is it that we start our preparation of UPSC examinations from NCERTs? Because NCERTs are key to our success. And though we sometimes do play down the importance of it, some of us we do not consider NCERTs to be very important, but I would tell you three important reasons why NCERTs should be the very first and the very basics where you start your preparation with. NCERTs are significant because, first of all, NCERTs simplify the syllabus for us. That is, if you look at traditional books that we tend to study and the traditional material that we tend to refer while we are preparing for civil services, the concepts that are there, sometimes these concepts may be presented in such a manner that it becomes difficult for us to understand these things. However, when we study these concepts from NCERTs, when we study these things from NCERTs, because NCERTs are conceived for books, no, these are books which are conceived for students belonging to the 10th, 11th, 12th standards. That is the reason why the ideas and the concepts are very lucidly presented. They are very lucidly presented, and therefore it becomes easy for us. It becomes easy for us to do what? To understand these concepts. That is one reason. Simple and lucid presentation of concepts. Secondly, NCERTs are also important for us because NCERTs it tells us about the importance of structured presentation. It tells us the importance of structured presentation. Now, as a civil servant, one of the most important skills that you should possess is the skill of being structured in how you deal with problems, how you handle those problems in a structured manner. That's very important. And that is what is one of the fundamental requirements also when you are preparing. Now, as an aspirant, when you're writing your mains examination, the examiner judges you not just on the not just on the concepts and your clarity related to those concepts, but also on how you present them. And what is desired out of you is that you present these concepts in a structured manner. And that is where NCERT becomes very helpful. Because when we read NCERTs, each and every concept is presented in such a manner that when we read it, when we read those topics, we understand the natural flow of it. And that is what we have to replicate also while we are writing our mains examination. And that is what we can learn from NCERTs. So, NCERTs, the second reason why NCERT is important is its structured presentation. And hence, we can learn structure and apply it in our mains presentation. That's the second reason why NCERTs are important. The third reason is it adds quality and value to our preparation. It adds quality and value to our preparation. And why am I saying this? What kind of quality or what kind of value am I talking about? When you read your NCERTs, what happens is that even the basic concepts that are there, they are presented with great value. So even some very simple concepts which otherwise we tend to skip, and we tend to assume that we know about them, when we read it through our NCERTs, we get to know, we get to know a lot of insight there. We have no we have a lot of insight on those issues. A very good example of it is that if we tend to try and understand, and we tend to if I ask you this simple question as to what a what is the meaning of this concept of democracy, all of you would be able to answer this. However, if I tell you to write 150 words on it, it's very likely that most of us would not be capable of writing 150 or 200 words on it. NCERTs do this for us. So when you read the meaning of democracy in your NCERTs, you will get to know the different components of it and why a simple conduct of elections does not does not allow or does not qualify a country to be a democratic country. So the kind of value, the kind of quality that is required in UPSC examination, the kind of clarity that is required, it is primarily provided to us through our NCERTs. Therefore, I would like all of you, when you start your preparation, you should always focus on your NCERTs. That's how the basics of your preparation, the basic pillars to your preparation, they are they get they become strong, and it helps you in in later stages of your preparation. Thank you.